Chapter 61 Steam Engines Came to the Ships and Electromagnetism. By 1819, British engineers were able to use steam engines for navigations. The steam engine increased efficiency and the sailing ship began to fall out of use. During this time, whaling was more efficient and whale oil was a major commodity. Also during this time, the German Hans Christian Ørsted observed that when an electric current is applied to the compass, it begins to rotate. He pointed out that this happens because the electricity creates a force in the area around the magnet. Researchers discovered that if electricity can create a force, then force can create a electricity. Because of this, a method was found to generate electricity by making a magnet rotate in one place, and it was called a dynamo. Researchers called this phenomenon electromagnetism. And in 1825, a scientist named Michael Faraday was able to artificially produce ethanol in a laboratory by accident. Since then, an industry for artificially produced ethanol was born. Also, the use of synthetic ethanol for the production of medicines to light the lamps began to increase. And in 1826, Frenchman Joseph Naisfort added a new meaning to reporting by introducing the device called the camera. The camera became a major tool used by explorers. Also, a young man named William Brooke O'Shaughnessy, who was born in Ireland, entered the University of Edinburgh and studied medicine, chemistry, forensic science, and physiology. After receiving his medical degree in 1829, he founded a medical laboratory in London. He started blood, urine, feces, and tissue analyzing in the laboratory. English wine merchant Joseph Jackson Lister improved the microscope and it quickly became popular. Mr. Robert Brown, who has engaged in the Australian expedition as a biologist, used a Lister type microscope. Returning to England in 1830, Robert Brown planted nearly 3,000 species of plants in London's Kew Gardens. Robert Brown was the first to observe the nucleus, which can be seen in any cell that makes up living plant parts. With the patronage of the King of England, the sailing ship HMS Beagle started traveling around the world. The naturalist there was Charles Darwin. Also during this time, the study of electricity and magnetism spread from England to America. American who Joseph Henry showed that magnetism can be provided using electricity, and the Englishman William Sturgeon invented a device to create a magnetic force that rotates in only one direction. It was called the electric motor.